couldn't pass. And now we blacking after anything they said we couldn't have. See, we ain't holding back, so I suggest you keep your feelings tucked. You whack niggas left the game on E, so we gon' fill it up. We out here, young underrated, black and we troublesome. Police ain't gon' be the only people you niggas running.
Black Thoughts, man. Speak your mind. What's going on with you?
Man, everything is going pretty well. 6 weeks in on this LA grind, and really appreciating everything that I'm experiencing out here. I would probably say I'm appreciating the people that I'm meeting most. So many dynamic people from all over, not only the country, but also the world, who I've come across in LA, and it's really given me the sense that this is a global city. And having lived abroad on 2 previous occasions, once in Kenya for 4 years, and prior to that in Japan for 2 years, I really appreciate being in a city, in an environment that is multicultural and reflective of the global community.
So, how do you feel like coming from Kenya and then coming to LA? Like, do you think it lacks blackness, or you just think it's just a melting pot?
Interesting. I would say that I'm still trying to figure it out. On the surface, I do see LA as this global city, as this melting pot, and I think it has a lot to do with, downtown being my landing pad. It's super diverse downtown, so you see a little bit of everyone. I also work in West Hollywood, based at the Grove, and if you've ever been to the Grove, you know it's like the spot to be. You know, everyone comes through there, people from all over the world. I saw Blue Ivy Carter the other day.
That's crazy.
It was epic. The biggest celebrity I've seen out here thus far has been Blue Ivy.
Right. I don't think nobody topping her anyway.
Right. Dude, it was crazy. So yeah, I would say that thus far I'm seeing LA as this global melting pot. So that's really exciting me about being here, because every day I feel like I'm meeting people from all over the world. Now, in terms of the black experience, I do think that black circles are found in pockets here. And because I came in to LA knowing that I had a large network of friends from Howard University, where I studied. Shameless plug to HU, represent HU, die-hard Howard man, Bison. But so I know that there's a lot of black people here, and just last night I attended an event that was an anniversary celebration for a friend of mine's brand. She's a fashion stylist, and she has this company called November Noir. So we were at this loft in Hollywood that she rented out for the event. It was beautiful, about 40 people, all young, black, beautiful creatives, and it literally felt like Black Hollywood. So I would say that I've been fortunate, blessed even, to experience both the global side of what LA has to offer and the sophisticated black side, which I'm all about.
So what's your purpose for coming out to LA?
People always ask me that. So what brings you to LA? And probably more than anywhere else I've ever lived before, I would say that response has not been able to be summarized in one sentence.
Facts.
It's not just for a job. It's not just for the beach. It's for all of that. I came to LA because leaving Kenya, I knew I wanted to live in a new part of America that would allow me to challenge myself once again. But beyond that, I knew I wanted to live in a new part of the country that would be equally as exciting as Kenya was. So, following up Nairobi was a hard task, but LA has proven itself to be the right choice. Right. I made the right choice. I was deciding, Seattle, LA, San Francisco, and I'm so glad that I decided on LA. So I would say I came to LA for the professional opportunities. First and foremost, I'm a motivational speaker. I am also a television host, and I've done a lot of work globally, curating content for global brands from Nivea Men to World Nomads, which is based in Sydney, Australia. So I figured coming to LA would provide me with the most robust platforms, the most robust variety of platforms, I should say, to reach more people and to really expand and build my brand. And it's interesting, maybe my 3rd week here, met this cat on the bus, and he started telling me how he's receiving his master's. So anyways, he asked me, hey, are you interested in Hollywood? And it was the first time anyone ever asked me that. So I thought about whether or not I was interested in Hollywood, and I don't necessarily think I'm interested in Hollywood. What I'm interested in is inspiring people. That is really what drives me, to create things and to do work that inspires people to be better versions of themselves. So Hollywood does have those platforms. So it's not necessarily about Hollywood, but it's about really reaching the masses, and Hollywood definitely can assist me in doing that.
I can dig that. So how was Kenya, man?
Kenya was lit. Like in every, you see, I'm representing. I'm rocking like a custom caftan shirt that I had made in Kenya. Shout out to my partner, my styling partner, and this guy Emmanuel Bingi, Sugarman Fitz. He definitely just he's a talented guy. So Kenya was amazing. I always say that Kenya is definitely where everyone should visit, like whether you're black, white, Asian, Indian. South Africa gets a lot of hype as like the best, most developed country in Africa. And while it may be the most developed, probably from an infrastructure perspective, I think Kenya has so much to offer. My second day in Kenya, I knew that it was a place that I wanted to live for more than 2 years, because what I saw on my second day was that this place, Nairobi, the capital city, was like New York. It was dynamic, it was multicultural, it was developed, and so much of what I had not been told about Africa was in front of my eyes. So at that time, I was 27. I felt like 27 years of lies, deceit, and betrayal about the land of my heritage and the land of my roots as a black man. All of that was being pulled back. The blinders were flying off with every interaction, every time I connected with a Kenyan who spoke perfect English, or who told me about their amazing, enterprising endeavors. It was just like, wow, like this is so much like home.
Right.
And everyone just embraced me and welcomed me, and Kenya really gave me so much more.
So they were accepting there. They were
Oh,
accepting
for sure. Definitely. Very accepting. Never once did I encounter anyone who wasn't like, my brother, welcome home.
Right.
This is your home. You're our brother, and for any black people, no matter how we look, we would be perceived as African when we go to the continent, because what it means to be African is as diverse as what it means to be African American. And I think that's something that many of us on both sides of the fence don't know. We don't realize how similar we are. We just imagine that one side is rappers and athletes and the other side is, dusty,
right.
Rural villages, when in fact we have so much more in common. We're not all rappers and athletes in America as black Americans, and all Africans don't live in poverty. And so I'm really passionate about continuing to share my journey with people in LA, and also doing more travels around the continent as well.
What? We out here.